All right, so this is part 2 of documenting the Lake County Fair in Painseville, Ohio, 2025, and our quest for the best fair souvenir. Weird, wacky, knockoff, no name, just some kind of item to encapsulate or represent the Lake County Fair for this year. $30 mega. So let's look around here. We got some merch. These are games now. Very common to see a lot of these blow up things, common era prizes. That means in 20, 30, 40, 50 years, those things will be worth a ton of money, folks. I'm putting my money on those things. All right, what we got? This some kind of the Target game. Ride the bull, right? That'll be fun later. Tonight, right? This looks great at night. I gotta come back at night. So here's some games. The prizes you can see, we've got plush prizes. A lot of those are just, I think they're all unlicensed. They're all unlicensed. Come on. It's like a bizarre parallel universe of knockoff and spoof goods. Look at these prizes. It's like the second you step foot into the fair, the world's yours. These will be worth a fortune, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. No licensing. Those aliens, those will be worth money. Those will be worth money. Those wampum bats, just to smack your siblings around. Because everything that's in the carnival in days gone by is worth money now. So it has to apply to these things. Keep that in mind. Got fried pickles there. I like those. Funnel cakes, they're not bad. I don't like the powdered sugar though, but like just the cakes, all right. What else we got around here? Pizza. That looks nice. Look at that. Flags flapping. All right, so we got to find some kind of object, some kind of souvenir. Let's see what we got up here. This is a game. Look at those colors and those plush weird things. I love it. Quest continues. Well, I know I'll find something. Plus, I just realized I have $5 in my wallet. That ups the challenge a bit. $5. I think a bottle of water is like $6. So we have to work some of the old charm. All right, pig race, the All-American pig race. Got to stay tuned for that. We'll catch some of that later, all right? All right, so let's see here. These are the grounds of the Mega Flea, the Great Garage Sale, which happens twice a year, which is epic. I found some epic things there that I feature on my channel. All right, let's see what else. This is a carnival merch stand. This is not a game. This is just genuine merch, genuine fake knockoff merch. Everything you see before you will be worth a lot. When your kids are older, when you're all grown up, gray hair, these things are worth a fortune. Stock up, come down to the fair and just get some merch. Let's take a look inside, shall we? Let's see what we got. Let's investigate. It's got to be some object where it just catches my eye. I'm like, that's it. That's all there is to it. What are the stipulations? It just gotta be like, that's it. This is it. You know what I mean? I gotta like it. It's gotta be, I don't know, a knockoff cheap thing. That's about it. That's all. That's the only box you gotta check to qualify and win is the souvenir of the year of the 2025 Lake County Fair in Painsville, Ohio. All right, let's take a look inside here. We got a lot of these kind of like pullover poncho things, mushrooms, tie-dye. What else we got? It's like alpaca. Alpaca's got nice fur. It's like a softer wool. Sure you can trust our government. Let's say ask Indian. Tie-dye dresses. Let's see what else. This is carnival fashion. Now this could be good. Knockoff Harley Davidson ring. Genuine fake rhinestone rings, bling. Get your, carnival bling. That's a look. Was it $25 though for a ring? It probably costs like 89 cents each. I used to live in China. That's why I have a hard time. Look at that. Hey, look at that. I used to live in China, so now I know what things are worth. Like things that are sold for $10 are worth usually were made for 75 cents over there. You know what I mean? Like the markup here is just so huge. All right, History Hall. Come on. Let's check it out, shall we? All right, so this is like the historical content for the fair. Those folks are there every year. It's the fairgrounds back in the, I think like late 70s possibly. This log cabin, I walk by it all the time, is never open except for this purpose. It is not open during the year. These things just sit here in dead silence until the fair. Now, you know you're a serious vintage and antique dealer when your yard implements and tools look just like these things. I have all that stuff when I use it. I got a hand truck like that, but I think mine's older. And what else do I got? I got the lawnmower like that. I have two of them. So I cut my grass usually. It's called keeping it real, folks. All right, what else we got in this log cabin? We got some day-to-day wares, coffee pots and rolling pins and cake molds, galvanized buckets. You got some turned wooden bowls. These look interesting. If I found that at a thrift store, I'd pick that up for sure. Probably be like, nowadays, like 5 years ago, it'd be $3.99 or $2.50. Now, there's probably someone's gonna look on Google Lens, think they're all slick, and then be like, "Oh, let's ask $39 for it." That makes the old ladies talk at the Goodwill. You know, the shoppers will be like, "Look at this," and I'll be like, "Yeah, look at this." You know what I mean? This price. Anyhow, let's focus on the fair. So we got days gone by, just fair memorabilia. There's one section where it shows all the performing artists of days past. I think Johnny Cash played here. You get a lot of country music that moves through this circuit. There's been some Mexican bands years past. We have a lot of Mexicans in the community, so they want to hear their music. It's like it's not like salsa. It's not like Cuban music. There's no merengue. It's a lot of horn based ostinatos. Okay, let's see who these bands are from the days gone by. Billy Ray Cyrus, Achy Breaky Heart, early 90s, right? Or late 80s. Who else we got? Where's the Johnny Cash one? It's Chubby Checker. He's an old school rock and roll guy. The Twist, right? There you go. Man in Black, Johnny Cash.
They didn't have one.
Was that Mark Wahlberg? All right, so these are all the fair. 1979. It's a magical year. All right, let's see what else we got. Fine arts, folks. The finest art Lake County has to offer in 2025. I wanted to donate some stuff or submit some stuff, but I just never got around to it. My Fugio doubles.
The oldest antique in there is right here.
Well, then you're the most valuable then.
Yeah.
And the most rare.
Some people really use them things still today.
What's that?
The old antique stuff.
Oh, yeah. I love antiques.
Yeah,
I cut the grass with a push mower. Now, this is just, quilts. There you go. There's some quilts. That's a blue ribbon quilt right there. Can we see who made it? That's a nice quilt. Let's see. Can't make out the name. But there you go, blue ribbon quilt. Handmade within Lake County. Second place, right? The red one. Is that third place? Maroon? Look at that rug. Is that shag? Wait, what does it say? Charger? That's like from an old school car, I think. Or just someone just made that? That's pretty wicked. What else we got? Let's see. I like the things on the wall hanging. That's cool. All the little squares. Huh. These are the young folks, youth. Got their there's a blue ribbon Lego display right there. This is a World War II model, junior division, 17 and under. There you go. Get those kids off the phone and get their hands busy making stuff, arts and crafts. Oh, that's cool. Old school flag, 1776. Let's see what else we got. I like these glass cases, these wood and glass display cases. Let's see. I remember like back in the day, like in the 80s, my dad would park his Toyota Supra in here. These like summer storage or winter storage for like boats and jet skis and cars. My dad had a Toyota Supra and he used to Raggedy Ann, second prize. Red ribbon, Raggedy Ann. He would park his, because we live in Ohio. You can't drive like a real rear-wheel drive sports car in the winter. So you could like rent out a little parking spot in these barns during the winter. So these are various collections that, now the question is, how do they assess and determine who gets what? You know, like first place, second place, and third place, so on. What are the grounds, the stipulations? That's my question. I need to get involved in this next year because then I'll get a pass. Then you become like, once you like, you know, enter and display something, a collection or whatever, handicraft, artwork you've created. Then I guess you get like a wristband, and like then you're carny folk. You're the fair. You're fairkin. You can come and go as you wish. You become the fair. That's, you know, essence of the fair. So I gotta do that because I want to come at night. I want to like stand in the background, like see folks' reaction to like my collection of whatever I decide to show. I gotta do that. I gotta do that. All right. Next year, folks. 2026 fair. All right. We have other arts and crafts. Someone made that fan. That's a good fan. Someone made that fan. Senior division. Kind of some good stuff in here. These folks seen a lot. Let's see what else we got. So we have a few more buildings to look through, and scattered in between these buildings there's various, here's some cool vintage cars. These are expensive. If you find those out in the wild, everyone knows the price. Even at a garage sale, you know, they won't give them away, like $5 or less. Unless you got like a kid with you. You know what I mean? The good thing about having kids, you know, you bring a kid to a garage sale, they're like, just give it to the kid. You know what I mean? But it's really for you, the dad. The vintage toy. All right. Let's see what else. 2025 Lake County Fair. Ooh, hot tamale. Look at these things. I want that. Look at this. I just drive around. That is sweet. It looks kind of like an old school like roadster. Look at all that, all those contraptions, all those old school. I don't even know the hell you call those things. I'm not tractor folk yet. I remember Jim Trafficant, politician from Youngstown, who I met once. Legendary, notorious politician. He died by his tractor flipping over. I want this red one. Look at this. That looks like a car. Look, that's all you need, guys. That's all you need. A seat, steering wheel. Look at this. Some green paint. That's it. You know, touch screen, nonsense. You need your car to talk to you. This is all you need. Like a hard seat, steering wheel, gas, clutch. I mean, come on. Oil spraying all over the damn place. Ooh, look at these. But yeah, Jim Trafficant, well, that's what they say. His, you know, Youngstown, Ohio, 80s and 90s. And I was there in the late 90s. It's like the mafia was, or could still be down there running around, running things. But Jim Trafficant, like, he won. He defended himself in court for something, and he won. And then he got really cocky. And, like, he always wore, like, the Canadian tuxedo. Like, he'd pull out, like, the denim button-up shirt and, like, the denim pants and tuck in his shirt. And he had, like, this weird haircut. Jim Trafficant. He died. He was old, but he died, like, when his tractor tipped over. I met him once at this restaurant in Youngstown, Avalon Gardens. I was with my friends. We were all musicians. I was drinking beer there, and like, there's Jim Trafficant in the corner, and it was like him, this weird haircut, surrounded by a bunch of like business-looking guys in suits. This is like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. So we all lined up to meet him like Santa Claus. You know what I mean? Like, just wait in line. You know what I mean? And we're probably all 21 at least. I guess we had to be. And we all met Jim Trafficant, and like, he asked what we're doing. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a young bass player going to school here at Youngstown State. And he's like, oh yeah. And like, the guy he liked the best response was the guy that cut hair. He's like, yeah, my name's Joe. I cut hair. He's like, there you go. That's a career right there. Yes, that's what you need right there, guys, musicians. Gym trafficking. All right, let's keep on moving. It's all like newer stuff. I think there's some kid rides around. Yeah, the kid rides. These are old school. Heck yeah, old school kid rides. These look great at night. That's seriously from like 1982. I love it. Look at that spark. I want my car that has that sparkle blue. That's so wicked. Look at the aqua, like toothpaste color. This is sweet. Heck yeah. What else we got over here? Of course, the carousel. It's a staple of every county fair. What was that thing? That was like a little like swing ride, I think. I'm sure this is official license. I don't even know who that is. Is that Dora the Explorer? I don't even know. I forget. Agriculture. All right. Let's go agro. Let's see. Within these halls, we'll find Lake County's finest grown vegetables and pumpkins and flowers. So let's see the finest specimens of the year. You know what I mean? It's a little bit early, the harvest. I mean, pumpkins and stuff in Ohio, in Northeast Ohio, they really come in like around Halloween, actually. It's great. It's a little bit early to harvest them, but you'll find some pumpkins and stuff here. Look at this. This is great. Covered wagon. Look at this. It's mega traditional. Look at these spokes. It's all wood and iron. Man, look at that. Imagine moving your family over the mountains as your oil can with this thing. What's inside? Got your traditional plastic covered tub. It's a staple of the era. Come on. Covered with like a linen. My grandpa crossed, I think, Arkansas on one of these things. Look at the back of this. Pops out. Come on, can a Jeep do that? I don't think so, folks. Look at this. You got your pots and pans, cutting board. That's awesome. Here's the baby chicks. First day alive. Congratulations. AI is going to take your job pretty soon. Even the chickens aren't safe, their jobs. Trust me, folks. There'll be a day when chickens have universal income as well because their services will not be needed anymore. All right, flower time. Look at this. Look at these things. These are gorgeous. These are grown in Ohio. Look at that one. Holy freak, look at that. Is that first place? It better be. What's that called? Too much information. That was Blue Ribbon. That was amazing. Flowers looking good. Look at that. Oh, look at that. It's spectacular. Within the soil within Lake County, most of it towards the north of Lake County, towards Lake Erie, is really sandy. And that made a few areas like known as like the rose capital of the world or the USA back in the, I think, 1930s and 40s and earlier, like early 1900s. Because the soil is very sandy from an ancient beach, not Lake Erie. Lake Erie is 2,000 years old, believe it or not. That's how geographically old Lake Erie is, which is about 2 miles north of here. Oh, there's a pumpkin right there. Blue ribbon pumpkin, folks. I can go home now. Look at that. Well, no, I can't. I gotta find that knockoff knickknack. But look at this thing. Blue ribbon. See how it's on the smaller side because it's still early? Is that a zucchini or a pumpkin? I think it's a green pumpkin. It's a bit early, in Ohio, Northeast Ohio, for these things to come in. But that's a blue ribbon pumpkin right there, folks. Look at the sunflower. This is huge. Look at that. It's amazing that flowers can get that big. Blue ribbon. Now, these folks have a hard time, let me tell you. I'm sure these specimens were spectacular within the gardens, the rhubarb. But it just wilts. Look at these. All look so. Look at that. All look so sad. I'm sure it was spectacular when it was on the stem, but for some reason every year those look so wilted. You know what I mean? Gotta figure out a way to do that. Like just dig them up and bring them into the soil. Peppers. Look at these beans. Wax beans. Ooh, look at the purple beans. Those are great. Are those called great purple beans? Because they are. All right, beans and peppers. There you go. Looks delicious. All right, let's continue searching for that knockoff knick-knack, souvenir, prize, whatever you call it. Ooh.
Give it a shot, boss. You got the
Man.
ones like Randy
Look
Johnson.
at those seahorses. Those look good. Here's some knockoff TikTok gear. There's more tie-dye. Let's take a look inside this tent, shall we? Let's see what magical carnival treasures we can find around this place. A lot of jewelry. I've seen a few plush things that are completely knocked off, like, Pokemon stuff. Those fuzzy wuzzy things that are complete knockoffs. I also seen a few gems from China, some like just complete knockoff toy guns and police sets, like little mega cheap plastic dart guns and stuff. Funnel cake, old fashioned. The old fashioned font. More vendors and stuff. This is pretty cool. Some knockoff carnival artwork. All right, let's check this vendor's tent out again, shall we? Now, up to this point, no vendors have asked me to stop filming. If one asks me, I'll gladly stop filming. But the fair just opened, so the vendors want to make a quick buck, their first buck, before they tell folks to stop filming their knockoff merch. You know what I mean? Once you make that first dollar, then the money just starts flowing in. So they're all just waiting for that first sale. You got some glass pipes, some kind of like resin handmade pipes, some kind of horn, like goat horn pipes, some fake tomahawk pipes, the pig race. So while these pigs are getting ready, so I did find a vendor that asked me to stop recording, so I stopped. And of course, they had some good knockoff stuff, but I wanted to be respectful, so I stopped filming. But they had some cool stuff. So let's see what these pigs can do. Let's see. It's a pig race. It's a pig. Oh, now that swine's moving at a steady clip, and the other gray one, I think it's a mother-daughter race. The gray one's so slow. Oh, we have a clear winner. Let's see what we got. We got a bowl of cookies. Look at the pig. Oh, dear. So this is the mega souvenir from the 2025 Lake County Fair. The Space Wars Super Sound Light Electronic Series gun. Made by Hope Long, which is a subdivision of Jinji Ingji, which means gold chicken, silver chicken in China. Gold chicken, silver chicken brand stuff is nothing but the highest quality fair and carnival gear. So the guy wanted $10 for the cheap Star Wars knockoff gun, but I told him all I have is $5, please. So he was cool with it and said, yeah, $5. He wanted to get that money rolling, right? The fair just started, make that first $5, then boom, break that dam open and the money starts flowing in. He was cool though. I was surprised I could find a souvenir for $5, seriously. But it just goes to show you, if you don't got a lot of money in your pocket, turn up the charm, right? So, I hope you've loved and enjoyed and were thrilled by this tour, documentary, and scavenger hunt for a cheap knockoff souvenir of the 2025 Lake County Fair in Painsville, Ohio. I'll be doing this every year, and check in for more.